It'll be a fast one. If you guys remember when we did commands, you guys learned the to form. That's how you command people you're familiar with, people you're comfortable with. It was slightly confusing because we had a different set of rules for the positive commands than we did for the negative commands. However, with the formal commands, usted and ustedes, so if you all wanted to tell me, hey, Professor Fomer, don't give us homework or give us all A's, right? You would use this type because you have a more formal relationship with me. Also, when I command you all, ustedes, I would use this form as well. We do have to watch out for singular and plural, but it's going to be a little bit simpler, okay? When you had the to negative, I taught you the phrase yo, drop, and swap. Now that you know how to form that with yo, drop, and swap, that's going to be the format you use for the rest of the commands. To negative, and then usted and ustedes, whether it's positive or negative. So let's look at this example. You start with the yo form out of all of these verbs. You drop the o, and then look, you're going to swap from an AR to an E if it's usted, or to an EN if it's ustedes. So you're basically conjugating like normal. You're just swapping that ending. Look at these examples. Decir, the yo form is weird, digo. Drop the o, diga, or digan, depending if you're commanding one person or multiple people. This is so important, guys. So many people decide to swap the ending, but they forget that first step of the yo form. But if you don't put it in the yo form first, you won't start with this digo, you'll go dica or diga or something. So you want to make sure you do that. That'll take care of your irregulars, it'll take care of your stem changes, etc. Okay, so if you want to tell me to clean, say limpie. If I want to tell you all to clean, limpien. Okay, you see some examples in your fotonovela. Again, you don't have to worry about irregulars of these weird ones if you just start in the yo form. Ponga, because what's the yo form of poner? Pongo. What's the yo form of to make? Hago. Swap the er in hacer to hagan. Make the bed before leaving. Again, your stem changes are going to be as normal because you would stem change in the yo form in the present tense. It takes care of all of that stuff. Okay, if there's a spelling change, car, gar, and zar, whenever you switch from an A to an E, you will need that. So sake, saquen, juegue, jueguen, almuerce, almuercen. Your irregulars are exactly the same as the to form, negative. This is VHL's PowerPoint, not mine. I gave you the example sides, S-I-D-E-S, so that you could remember it. They are the same ones, just look, instead of des, estes, vayas, sepas, and seas, we just took that S off because we're not in the to form. And then when it's the ustedes form, we add an N. You'll see a lot of patterns this way. The trick for doing usted and ustedes commands are yo, drop, and swap. It's just the ending that you're going to swap is going to actually match it. Okay, so the ustedes will always end in an N. Sides being your irregulars. Positive, negative, it doesn't matter. Yo, drop, swap. Don't put the suitcases on the bed. No ponga las maletas. If you wanted to say, hey, put the suitcases on the bed, just take the no away. The placement of the adjectives are going to remain consistent the placement of the pronouns are going to remain consistent throughout all your commands. If it's a positive, attach. If it's negative, it needs to go before. So the little trick, the little jingle I give is affirmative, always attach, negative, nunca. So here, siéntense, please sit down, please. No se sienten, don't sit. Acuéstense, go to bed now. No se acuesten. Okay. And those are some notes about your placement and about putting the accent marks. And that's it. Any questions, let me know. You'll have some practice going on in your VHL for Thursday, and let me know if you have questions about any of that before your test.